Pastor Samuel Offery was a man of great influence in Grace Covenant Chapel. He was revered for his fiery sermons and compassionate leadership. His congregation saw him as a righteous man, a devoted husband, and a loving father. But behind closed doors, he carried a secret that threatened to unravel everything he had built. Alma Mensah was the church's lead singer, a young woman with a voice that could stir souls. She was passionate about her music and deeply committed to her faith, but she had fallen into a dangerous temptation, the embrace of Pastor Offery. What started as a spiritual mentorship had spiraled into a secret affair. And now, the consequences of their sin had manifested. Alma was pregnant. When she broke the news to the pastor in his office after choir rehearsal, his face drained of color. This cannot be happening, he stammered. It is happening, Pastor, Alma said, her voice firm. I won't get rid of the baby. You have to take responsibility. Panic surged through Offery's veins. His wife, Linda, was a sharp woman. She would sense something was wrong. If the church found out, his career would be over. His reputation would be in ruins. A few days later, Offery invited Alma to a private dinner at a quiet lodge on the outskirts of town. He apologized for his reaction and assured her he would take care of everything. He handed her a glass of Cibolo, her favorite drink, laced with a lethal dose of poison. Alma took a sip and immediately clutched her stomach, a sharp pain ripping through her body. Her vision blurred, and she collapsed, gasping for air. Offery watched, his heart pounding, waiting for her to stop breathing. But fate had other plans. A lodge worker heard the commotion and rushed in. Seeing Alma convulsing, he quickly called an ambulance. Offery, caught off guard, tried to compose himself, but it was too late. The hospital tests confirmed she had been poisoned. Alma survived, but just barely. And when she woke up, she whispered one name to the police, Pastor Offery. The scandal exploded like wildfire. The police arrested Offery at dawn, dragging him out of his house in handcuffs. Linda, his wife, watched in cold silence, already having gathered enough evidence of his betrayal. The trial was swift and merciless. The evidence was undeniable. Linda filed for divorce, gaining full custody of their children. The church disowned him, and the very people who once called him a man of God now labeled him a wolf in sheep's clothing. As Pastor Offery sat in his prison cell, staring at the cold walls, he realized he had lost everything: his family, his freedom, and his faith. And in that moment, he understood. Sin always has a price, and he was paying for his in full.